What's happening? What's happening? What's up, Michelle Tucker? Michelle Tucker? What's going on? I'm getting my stuff opened up here. While I'm getting my stuff opened up here, I get the pleasantries out of the way. For anybody pulling up on the replay, how you doing? My name is Timothy L. Rogers Sr. If you don't know me, I go live every day on Al Gore's internet doing, the price action recap, the overnight price action. Started out as Tim's Tidbits, so I guess we'll just keep calling it Tim's Tidbits. I go live every single day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time and 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I just share my thoughts on the price action. I started out doing this right here as like sharing my knowledge, and now that I feel like I done shared everything I know, I just get on Al Gore's internet every day, and I show people how a trader would do it. Show people how a trader would look at price action. Show people how a trader would try to look for the most probable moves in the stock market. The most probable moves. These the moves in the stock market right here. The most probable moves in the stock market, cause I ain't never had nobody to just hold my hand while I was learning this. I done bought courses ranging from $200 to $4,500 and everywhere in between. And I got some stuff out of some courses, didn't learn nothing out of other courses, but I ain't never been in a course that help me and hold my hand through it every single day, especially for free. So I get on Al Gore's internet and I just try to hold some cousins' hands, try to walk them through it and show them how a trader would do it. Because everybody wants to be a trader these days. Hey, I got crazy lag. Am I lagging? Do I look like I'm lagging to y'all? I got crazy lag. Okay, it look like it caught up now. Okay, it look like it caught up now. I usually I don't be having no lag like that. I don't know what's going on. My computer been tripping. I just restarted it. That's why I had to reopen my stuff back up. Now that I have reopened my stuff back up, let's get right into it, man. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me go ahead. Oh, let me holler at my folk first. Red, what's up? I said what's up to Michelle already. Trevor, what's going on? I ain't even gonna try to say your name, Pre. I ain't gonna try to say your name, Pre. What's going on, Pre? What's up, Brittany? Here to learn and share. What's going on? Lamar Parker, what's going on? Lalita, what's going on? Gabrielle, what's up, Gabrielle? Y'all like how I roll that R? Right? The Russells. That must be a whole family. It's the Russells. That's possessive too. That's possessive too. It says, no, that's Mendez. What's up, Mendez? It says the Russells with an apostrophe S. That's possessive. That's a possessive pronoun. What's up? Oh, that's the no. That's the what's up, DeAndre? What's up, Trey? What's up, Tap Skim? What's going on, family, man? How was y'all day? I was busy. I was busier than a one-legged man in a, y'all finish that statement. Let's look at the economic calendar. What we got tomorrow? Job numbers and what else? Anybody who don't know how to use econoday.com, just go to econoday.com or forexfactory.com. On Econoday, you click on view full calendar and it show you, it show you all the events coming up for that week, all the economic events. Thursday, we have the initial jobless claims every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. All right. So if you click on consensus, like before the event happens, it says consensus. Click on consensus and it tell you what they are expecting. I don't know who they are. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell the people, man. I do all this for the free 99. All I ask is that you click on the like button. I think I looked at it the other day. I think the like button was like right here. Click on the like button, then click on the share button. Click like, click share. Share it with one cousin you like, one cousin you don't like, because we want everybody to get this information for the free 99. So looking at the thing, it shows you the consensus. This week, they're expecting the initial jobless claims to drop down to 240,000. The consensus range is 225 to 250, right? They're expecting it to drop down to 240,000, right? So if it's 250,000 initial jobless claims, that's gonna be bad. If it's 240,000 or less, that's gonna be good. Let's see if we keep up the same trend of bad news not tanking the market and good news is good news and it's helping the market. Good news is good news and it's helping the market. Recently, bad news has not been tanking the market, right? The Philadelphia manufacturing numbers, that's coming out tomorrow too. Man, they're expecting to be at 0.4. The last time was -3. After June's -3.3, the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index is expected to edge fractionally back over zero to 0.6. The 6-month General Outlook Index in June reports posted its first negative reading since 2008. So last month was the first negative reading on this since 2008, and they're expecting it to inch its way back above zero. So let's see where it goes. But look at the range. The range is -8 to 5.3. That is a broad range. Wow. Wow. That's the only news we got coming out tomorrow. That's worth the hill of beans, right? So y'all know what we gonna do. We gonna go over there and holler at my homegirl. Spotleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. There goes Spotleen. The Bulls have stamped they place in the game. The Bulls are saying we are serious. The Bulls have made a new weekly high. The most important price for the week is Friday at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the most important price. We got 2 more days. As of now, the Bulls are saying we are here. Let's see where we close the week out. If we close the week above this little red dotted line that I put on the chart there, the Bulls are saying, I'm ready to go up right now. Not saying that it won't be a slight retracement back, right? It won't be a slight pullback, retracement, whatever you want to call it. Not saying it won't be a slight pullback, right? To come back down here somewhere. But that'll be the Bulls saying, I want to go up right now. I want to go up right now. That'll be them saying that because we got a new weekly high has been set. Since this new weekly high has been set, that officially makes this a higher low. We have officially made a higher low and a higher high. But it's the second higher high. Well, that's the first higher high. On the daily, we got 2 higher highs. Right? So we made a low, right? Came up, made a high. We made a low, a higher low, and now this is officially a higher low right here. By breaking this weekly high right there, we have officially made that a higher low. So the Bulls have officially made a higher low. Does that mean we're going to take off to the upside? Nah, not guaranteed. Can we chop? Yes, we can chop. But the Bulls are saying we are serious. We are seriously trying to make this a bottom. Remember, we hung out in the middle. We was hanging out in the middle of the road. The Bulls trying to get away from the middle of the road. When we was in the middle of the road on the bear side, we came down, and the Bears were not able to make a new weekly low below the low that had been set. Below the swing low that had been set. We did get down below this weekly low right here, but they was not able to get down below the swing low that had been set. The Bulls have successfully got above and got a daily closure above the swing high that was set. Like I say, the most important price on the weekly level is Friday at 4 p.m. Let's see where we close Friday at 4 p.m. If we close above 393.16, the bulls are saying, I'm here. And I mean business. I'm here and I mean business. All right, let's see what's going on the daily. It's all good daily. And on the day, boom, we came up here on the weekly too, but we came up here and we kissed this daily fair value gap. We went up to it and said, mwah! Right? We kissed the daily fair value gap and then sold back off a little bit. Didn't sell off a whole lot. Still a pretty bullish candle. We closed above 50% of the candle's full range. You know what I'm saying? So it's still a pretty bullish candle. We closed close to the opening of this candle here, but we did come up and like I say, make that new high and closed above the breaking structure right there. We got a daily closure above the breaking structure, above the old swing high. So now that's giving us 1, 2. This is set up to be a second swing high. Let's just say tomorrow if we come down, we setting up to make a second swing, a higher high. You know what I'm saying? Right? 1 high, 2 high. Well, yep, right here. 1 high, 2 high, right? 3. So we went up, we done made a couple higher highs, right? Then we made a higher low, right? And now this right here is, we broke the structure. So now that's cemented as a higher low. So we done got 2 higher lows right there. 1, 2, no, 1, because we made the swing. We made that high. And now we working on the second higher high. Count, Tim, act right. That is a swing high right there. So I guess you can count that because that's a high, that's a high, that's high. I guess you can't count that, but that's just an equal high. I ain't gonna count that. So we working on our second high. Squirrel, I got distracted. So here we go. We got a daily closure above the old high. We got a relatively bullish day. Let's look at the volume. The volume pretty good. The volume is pretty good relative, like the range that we did. The volume is still close to yesterday. We had a bigger range overall yesterday, and we had a smaller range today, but the volume is still good. Pretty decent volume. Let's look what we did as far as the oh, look at that there. We have closed above the 50-day. We have closed above the 50-day moving average. Shout out all the EMA traders. We have closed above. All the technical bulls should be ready to jump in now. Let's see how this translates over for these last 2 days of the week. Let's see how this translates over. Will this, now that we have broke out, we got this breaking structure to the upside, we have closed above the 50-day EMA. Let's see if this bring out the bulls that's been hiding in the shadows. That's why I made this what's the name right here? I ain't even realized we had made reclaimed the 50 EMA, but that's why I made this right here. That's why I said, is it a trap? Cause look at the bear. The bear got shot in the head, but when you look real close, all he did was put a little fake blood on himself. Bobo done fooled us. We thought the bears got shot in the head and killed, but all he did was put some fake blood on his head. Is it a trap? Is it a trap? Are they trapping the bulls? We're going to find out these last 2 days. Let's see if this bullishness continue. And the reason why I say we're going to see the last 2 days, because a lot of times, Thursdays, you get that old reversal Thursday coming around. For some reason, the market want to just turn around on Thursday, give you a reversal Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Like this week, we got that 5 turnaround Tuesday. Like Monday, we sold off. And then Tuesday gave us a turnaround Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we get a reversal Thursday, or with a bull say, man, forget you, punk. We done broke structure to the upside. We done closed above the previous high. We done reclaimed the 50 EMA. We done closed above the 50 EMA. I'm finna step on the gas, punk, come in, boom, blast that thing off. Let's see if the bulls got enough gas in the tank. Looking at the volume, the bulls ain't trying, they ain't, the volume, it's a little lower, right? The volume a little lower, but I expect that when it's less of a range. It's less of a range day. Yesterday, let me see what the range was on yesterday. The total range from low to high, right? 1.9% or $7.48. And then today, from the low to the high, 1.3% or $5.23. So it's a smaller range day with almost equal volume. Yesterday was 78.5 million. Today was 71.7 million. So it was real close volume on a smaller range day. So the bulls don't seem like they getting tired. The bulls said, hey, we mean business. We mean business. We here. We stamping our name in the game. So let's just see how that play out. I see right here, we done left a fair value gap right there. I'm gonna mark that right there because we starting to this right here starting to set up. Y'all know I'm watching this area right here. Y'all know I'm watching this area right here because I'm watching this to be a potential breaker. This the candle from July the 8th. I'm watching that to be a potential breaker. Now that I'm watching that to be a potential breaker, like we done broke structure right here. We got a breaking structure. Now we done made a breaking structure. And now that we made a breaking structure, now we got a fair value gap right here, right at this breaking structure. So we broke structure there. Right? The very next candle, we made a fair value gap, right? This candle right here is a potential breaker. So y'all know how I trade. If we break structure, if we break the swing high, and on the very next candle, we make a fair value gap, that's the makings of what? Somebody put it in the chat for me. That's the makings of what? If based off what little Timmy Rogers called it. We break the swing high. You know what I'm saying? We in the liquidity pool. We came down, bloosh, got in the pool, swing low, swing high, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Break the swing high with some juice behind it. Very next candle, make a fair value gap. That's the makings of what? Somebody put it in the chat. That's the makings of what? We going back to the beginning. Everybody, Rhonda, close. That's close. You wasn't here in the beginning, Rhonda. So I'm gonna give you some points on that one. Cause it is the makings of it. That's part of it. But the OG Cuzzos supposed to be to put something in the chat already. What's the very first setup that I learned from ICT, and what's the name that I called it? Somebody remember, liquidity run reversal. Look at here to learn and share. Liquidity run reversal. You feel me? And I called it the liquidity run reversal because we jump in the liquidity pool, sploosh, splash. Then we just start consolidating in that pool, making swing highs and swing lows, swing highs, swing lows. And then whichever one we break out of, pew, we break out of it, running the liquidity of that side. And when we break out of it and run the liquidity, we run it with some like little authority. See how we broke through that with some authority. And then on the very next candle, we make a fair value gap. There go the fair value gap. That's the beginnings of the liquidity run reversal. So now it's going to trade up, sideways, whatever. But when it reverse and come back to this fair value gap, that's when I'll be looking to go on. And to Rhonda's credit, I'm watching all this right here because it's shaping up to be the makings of an A+ setup. Long as the narrative and the bias stay bullish, when we start the pullback, we got the makings of the liquidity run reversal by breaking the structure here, making the fair value gap on the very next candle, break the structure, break the swing high, however you want to say it. This right here is a potential breaker in the exact same spot. If I highlight the whole candle, since it's a teeny weeny candle, see all of it sitting on top of each other, right? Everything's sitting right there on top of each other. I'm gonna put it back down so I can see it a little better, right? All of that sitting on top of each other, and then go to my fibs. If we go from the fibs if we go from the bottom of this leg, and if we get all the way back up to where I want to go, right up there, right to where I want to go, boom, the 50% fall right on top of that. Equilibrium fall right on top of everything that I'm watching right there. Boom, makings of an A+ setup. Now, if this price leg don't run all the way up there, since we got a break in the price leg right there, boom, I can take it from the bottom where the price leg took a break. We went up, took a break, right? And then if I come back down, just say if we come to the top of this fair value gap, boom, 50% still there. If we just start reversing tomorrow and pull back, right? That be the high. Boom, 50% still there. The discount still in the area. We setting up real nice to be the makings of an A+ setup. Shout out to everybody that put something in the chat, but I'm just watching that. I'm watching it play out. Watching it play out. You see what I'm saying? Will it happen just like that? It might not, but that's my trade, so I'm watching it play out. You feel me? All right. I think that's all I got to say about Spilene. Right now, tomorrow we got 2 more days left in the week. Y'all already know what I want. I want to get up here and at least close this gap down right here. That was my stretch goal. My stretch goal was to close this gap down right here on for Spilene. We moving a whole lot faster than I expected, right? So let's see if we get up there. Let's see if we get up there tomorrow, or we get up there Friday. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully tomorrow we just go ahead and take off. I don't care. We've been taking off so much. Let's just go ahead and keep stretching this rubber band out, man. I'm sick of it. I don't even want no retracement no more. Let's just go ahead and let's keep this bullish momentum going. Now that we done broke this high, now that we done took the 50 EMA back, let's just go ahead and keep it moving up. Speaking of taking it back, what Tesla do on Tesla earnings? Do anybody know what Tesla did? Tesla up a little bit in after hours. It's up a little bit at, what's that? Almost $6. It's up almost $6 in after hours from the close. I clicked on the wrong thing. What is this thing doing? What's that? About 0.75%. Tesla up about 0.75% after hours. I take it that they earnings wasn't as bad as expected. If they was good, I'm thinking it would have been up a lot higher than that. Who know how Tesla did on the earnings? Adjusted earnings, top estimate. But people diligently looking at the BTC they sold. What in the world is BTC? What is BTC? Tesla. Okay. Tesla, okay, they beat on earnings, and they beat on EPS and missed on revenue. They beat on, what kind of guidance did they give? I don't see no guidance thing right here. Did they give any guidance? Did Tesla give any guidance? It ain't got no guidance indicator over there. I'm assuming that the market thinking this is not as bad as expected, especially since they beat by 15%, and then they did grow, but they just didn't grow by as much as expected. So I'm assuming that the market taking that as is not as bad as expected. Let me see if I get some commentary on this right here. Tesla grows revenue by 42%, but automotive margins decline. Tesla has dumped 75% of Bitcoin holding. Okay, the automotive, all right. Tesla reported adjusted earnings of 2.27, 16.9 billion in revenue. Q2 automotive margins decreased from the last quarter and year ago, impacted by inflation. Yeah, everybody get impacted by inflation. Gross margins down later quarter. Let's see how it play out tomorrow. After hours, it went up a little bit. So right now it seemed like the market saying, hey, it's not as bad as I expected. Because Tesla up in the after hours. You know what I'm saying? If it was horrible, or if they was taking it as bad, I'm thinking it would have sold off. Since it went up a little bit, almost 1%, and then Tesla got it's a little, what they call it, spinning top, kind of an indecision. But it's on elevated volume. I'm assuming people ready to put some money over there. We're going to see. Let's see how it play out tomorrow. If Tesla go to moving tomorrow, that can be a good thing for old Spy-Lean, where you at, baby? Let's look at XLY while we looking at XLY. Oh, XLY done definitely retook they 50. Oh, yeah. They ready to put some money in Tesla and all that. Peep XLY. XLY closed above the 50 period yesterday, and it kept going today. Had a gap and go. It had a gap and go. And Tesla, its biggest holding, was dilly-dallying. Flirting around with its 50 period. It was dilly-dallying, flirting around with its 50 period, but XLY had a gap and go. Okay. This all looking pretty bullish. They can't come in here and it could be a trap. You remember the thing that remember the picture that I put up there? Bobo. Remember when Bobo was laying on the ground? We thought he was shot in the head, thought he was dead, but he was just rubbing fake blood on. Be careful with Bobo. All right, look at the day. See that XLY was up, Staples was down, healthcare was down, utilities was down, tech was up. Everybody else was up. Tech was up good. XLY was up good. XLC was up good. Financials was up a little bit. The only ones out of the big four that was down was healthcare, and healthcare was only down 1%. But the rest of the big boys, tech, consumer discretionary, and financials, those the big boys. Tech, consumer discretionary, financials, and healthcare, that's the big four for the S&P. That's the big four. So 3 out of the big four was up today, and the fourth one out of the big four was slightly down. Let's see how this bullishness play out. Over the week, S&P up over the last 5 days, should I say. So that's counting, what's the day? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's counting Thursday and Friday also. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this counting Thursday and Friday also. But it's been a pretty, the bullish momentum is intact. Now that we done broke these highs on the SPY, I can say that the bull train has officially crunk up, has officially started. The bulls have officially stamped their place in the game. Let me turn all this other stuff off. My eyes going crazy right now. That's better. The bulls have officially stamped their place in the game. I know I'm all over the place, y'all. I jolly pies for that. But I just want to bring y'all into the mind of little Timmy Rogers. Okay, I moved around. I moved the other stuff out the way. We all saw what happened this morning. We took off like a bat, pew, straight up to the upside. I had to go do lunch with one of my partners. Had a great lunch meeting / catch-up session. Then we came back down, took care of some gap work, then pushed back up. I want to say I saw something on my phone around this time. Somebody said something about stopping hiring for like 2 weeks or something like that. Somebody put out some news, and just same thing like yesterday when I think Apple put out some news, or somebody right around this time. Hold on, is that the same time? This one right here was at 1 o'clock. This was at 1. Look at this, man. Look, I'm an algo conspiracies. So yesterday, Apple or whoever it was at 1 o'clock put out their news that they was stopping, they was gonna put a freeze or a hold on. Oh, I still got this up here. I was trying to find out what BTC is. What in the world is BTC? Apple put out yesterday they stopping hiring or slowing hiring or whatever at 1 o'clock, dumped off the market. You feel me? And then today somebody else did the same thing. I can't remember who it was, but somebody said the same thing conveniently at 1 o'clock. Come on, man. I'm an algo conspiracist. I tell you, man, algo run everything. I don't care what nobody say. Algo run everything. Let's put this out so we can pull it back a little bit. Google put it out. That's who it was. Right around the same time every day. So then we just, you know what I'm saying, we inched back up after the Google news. We came down, took care of some gap work. This 60-minute gap work that we took care of right there. Let's look lower to see if we took care of any more lower gap work. 15-minute gap work, we took care of that. Didn't really get all the way in it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to see if that's close enough for government work for the algos. Right now, after coming back up, we disrespected this gap right here. So the market showing that it want to kind of keep pushing. We have come back down right now, and we have officially filled this 15-minute fair value gap right here that we made. The first time when we wicked down into it, we didn't completely fill it. We pushed back up. Now we've come back down, and we have successfully completely filled it. For anybody that can't see what I'm talking about, anybody that sometimes I get to talking fast, any cousins that's kind of new to it or don't really understand the lingo. When I'm talking about fair value gaps, I'm talking about 3 candle patterns where candle 1. Y'all probably like, Tim, everybody already know this, but I just want to be there for everybody. Right? Let's do this right here. Candle 1. Just in case y'all can't see that. Boom. Make this another color. Can't make it red. Can't make it red. I'll leave it white. Hopefully y'all can see it. Turn the snap off. It won't let me put it on top of the candle. I'll make it red. Candle 1. Boom. So candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. That's the 3 candle pattern, but candle 1 and candle 3 do not share price. See how candle 3 does not come back down and overlap candle 1? That right there constitutes a gap, an imbalance. I call it the fair value gap because that's something that I learned from ICT. Imbalance, if you will. A pool of liquidity, if you will. A gap, if you will. Fair value gap, if you will. Now that we have traded back up, we disrespected this fair value gap. Now that I done marked that one out, hopefully you can see it. Candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. Candle 1, candle 3 don't share price, right? So when we came back down, the market blew past this and closed above it, right? So that they done disrespected that fair value gap. If that fair value gap was the intention to push it down, baby, Yo Street in the Range Rover, 9 times out of 10, it usually respects that fair value gap and then reverses, right? Will we stop here and go back up? IDK. But right now, we've come back to this fair value gap and we're consolidating on this 15-minute fair value gap right here. Let's drop lower to see if we finish any other gap work. On the 5-minute, there's no more gap work on the 5-minute below. I'm going to drop all the way down to the 1-minute. Little gap work right here on the 1-minute. I do the algos want that? IDK. Little gap work right there on the 1 minute, just below this right here. Do the algos want that? IDK. The way we consolidating right now, the algos could very well wick down below this, get that 1 minute fair value gap, leave this alone because it don't want to go any lower, and start to push back up. Let's see how it play out. That's kind of stuff that I just look at. This kind of stuff be in my mind. I'm just talking right now. I'm talking out loud. I'm sharing my thoughts out loud. And because I always try to add a little bit of value for cousins that don't really understand why is this or why is that. I try to share why I'm looking at what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at what I'm looking at, how I think it's gonna move, how I think it's gonna react. They got the other. I'm like, I know it was another number there. So that's pretty much the price action today. A big explosive move in the morning. Google dropped some news to push it back down to take care of some gap work. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice reversal candle. You know what I'm saying? Had a real nice reversal candle right there, right? And then pushed up a little bit, and then we came down and came back to finish a little bit more gap work. Now that we wicked up off of this right here, we looking like we gonna try to start pushing back up. We made a fair value gap right here. Let's see if we respect that. I'm gonna mark that. That's a 60-minute fair value gap that we made right there. Let's mark that out. Let's see if we gonna blow through that and go to the upside, you know what I'm saying, during the overnight price action, or will we respect it and push back down? And when I say respect it, whatever side the fair value gap is on, will price reverse when it gets back to it. Will price reverse course when it get back to it 60 minute. That's what I mean when I say respect it. Like right now, this fair value gap is above the price, right? So let's see if it respects it. The market coming down and it left a fair value gap. When it come back up here, if the market respects it, it's just coming back up to service these traders that got skipped, and it's gonna push back down further. If it don't respect it, it's gonna blow through it. You know what I'm saying? Blow through it and close higher and do it regular ebbs and flows and push on back up. Same thing if it was on the other side. If the price was above the fair value gap, you know what I'm saying, coming down, just say the price was coming this way, it would come down. If it respect it, it'll service them people and go back up. If it didn't respect it, blow right through it and then start doing its ebbs and flows going back down. That's what I mean when I say respect it. So mark that out. See how that work play out tonight. Set this for tomorrow. This is super close to today's high, but I'm gonna mark that anyway as buy side liquidity. I'm gonna mark that anyway. Okay, that high on the 4 o'clock candle, that high is 39.7250. 39.7250. $39.7250 on the 4 o'clock candle. Change the color, Tim. Buy side liquidity, green, lime. Once upon a time, a lemon met a lime. Had sex one night and made a baby named Sprite. Yeah, Sprite was cool. Sprite was fly. But he never did drugs and he never got high. That's real close to today's high, but the market can very well go up there and fail to get today's high and then push back down. I've seen it many times. It'll get up there, run liquidity above that swing high right there, fail to get today's high, and push back down. All right. Let's see how it play out, man. Let's see if we trade. Let's see if we trade within this range. And when I say within this range, I'm not gonna mark that yet because this candle's still open. If this candle was closed, I would mark that low right there as a swing low. We still got 50 minutes on this candle right here. If this candle was closed, I would mark that as a low, but I'm not gonna mark that yet because we haven't formed that swing low yet. But let's see if overnight we stay in between that 39, 72, 50 and this 39, 38, 25. Let's see if we stay in between there. And in the morning, those still be the liquidity ranges. Maybe this one, you know what I'm saying? If we bullish overnight, this should definitely still be in play. If we really bullish overnight, we could go up here and attack today's highs. But let's see how it play out. Just ignore like all this stuff right here. That's just stuff that don't exist yet. Them lines, I just got that over there. Don't worry about that because that stuff don't exist yet. But that's all I got, man. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. And then I'm gonna go through the Bitcoin. Yeah, see, I don't know about crypto, cuz. I'm gonna tell y'all about my cousin Tim. My cousin Tim, he into that crypto. I was doing the original Tim's Tidbits, and I was like, every time cuz came on, I'd be like, hey cuz, what you think about the link in the chat, by the way? Hey cuz, what you think about this crypto, cuz? That's all he kept saying. I'd be like, yeah, but do you do option crypto, cuz? That's all I do, crypto, cuz. So now every time somebody say something about crypto, that's the first thing I say, crypto, cuz. Printed today. What printed today? You made some money today, DeAndre? What printed today? Super busy today. Yeah, me too, man. I was so busy. Didn't get to do anything but mental trade from the phone while I was running around all day looking forward to hearing the thoughts of, man, I was busy all day. What's up, 100? What up, Stacks? What's up, Robinson? Shout out Robinson for saying something worthwhile in the chat this morning, man. A plus said, yeah, it was the makings of it. Liquidity, yep, that was right. Thanks, Tim. Today was a good day. That's what's up, Tranisha. They beat on EPS. Appreciate that. Talk about Tesla. Appreciate you, Curtis. Curtis, you got a mean little smile on there. Curtis. Appreciate that, Curtis. But people, looking at how the Bitcoin. I did read that right there. I did read that on the Tesla thing. I appreciate you for putting me up on game about the BTC. I ain't know what Bitcoin ticker was. Okay, appreciate that, Lalita. Y'all put me up on the ticker gang. Y'all know I trade the SPY, man. SPY lean. If it ain't in SPY lean, I don't be knowing them tickers for real. You know what I'm saying? Give me a Microsoft or Apple or Google or Berkshire Hathaway or something like that. Better than expected. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, y'all got no guidance yet. Okay, appreciate it. Y'all all over it. I guess if I had my sweetie here, done took the kids to the pool at my mama's house. Not as bad as expected. Appreciate that. Are we out of the middle of the road? Yes, we have officially escaped the middle of the road. Not saying that we won't go back. The Bulls have successfully got a daily closure above this swing high right here, so that officially lifts up out of the middle of the road territory. This closure right here, above this right here, takes us out of the middle of the road territory. Right? The Bears were not successful to, break a swing high, a swing low and get a closure below. Right? They was able to get below this swing low right here, but the Bulls fought back and kept them in the middle of the road. You know what I'm saying? Now the Bulls have successfully got a closure on the outside of this swing high right here, breaking the consolidation area. You know what I'm saying? This was the consolidation area right here. From there to there. That was the consolidation area, and right here was the middle of the road, because this is where the Bears broke structure, and right there where the Bulls broke structure. And shout out Robinson with the handy dandy information today. The middle of the road was right there at the bear market 20% level, 20% from the yearly highs. So the middle of the road was sitting right there. It was a whole lot going on in this area. Bulls and bears was fighting over, you go first. Nah, you go first. You go first. Nah, you go first. Right there at the bear market level of 20%. And now that the bulls got this daily closure up here, the bulls have officially punched out of the middle of the road. Now, let's see if the fact that they closed above the 50 period, right? When they regained the 20, but then they tested it the next day, and then the day after that they blast off, right? Then today they regained the 50. Let's see if they test it and close below it, or if they test it and blast off, or if they gap and go, right? A lot of technical traders been watching this area. They've been waiting. We've been consolidating for a month. It's been ever since back here, June 3rd, right there when we broke structure and we started coming back up. Once we got right there, June 15th. Today is July 20th. That's over a month. We've been in the same area. Right there. Boom, 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 boom. They've been waiting. Which way are we going to break? And now we finally breaking to the upside. Right? We got the breaking structure. Now let's see if we get the follow through. Remember what I was saying earlier today? I said shout out to what's that today? When I was running my mouth and I was like, we was doing it for the, where's the doggone thing at? We was doing it for the pattern traders when I was like, we doing the W pattern here, and if we break out, we should go right there. That's an ugly W. That's an ugly W. Can I make it fatter? Let's make the W fatter. Right? I said if we break out right here, right there, if we break out, we should go based off the W pattern traders, right? We have broke out. Now let's see if the bulls got enough to make it go. Let's see. We got a whole lot going on in that little area right there. Yeah, so we out of the middle of the road. Where we at? Closing higher than the blue box. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. It's not really closing higher than the blue box. It was closing. It was like breaking. It was breaking out of the consolidation range. Just like over here when we was in the middle of the road over here. Although we're still in the middle of the road. When we was in the middle of the road here, we broke out to the downside. The difference between this one and this one, it was like a mean bust out because we coiled up real tight. You know what I'm saying? For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, we was coiling real tight, and it popped out nasty. Right here, we've been consolidating for a bunch of days, but it's been real loose, and you know what I'm saying? So when we popped above this time, it ain't pop out nasty. You see what I'm saying? But we've been here for so long, we got the potential to run. You see what I'm saying? We got the potential to run. Hopefully we run back up to here. Bitcoin got that. Google got that. Google got that. Bitcoin got that. Where do you get these sayings? A limited line. Oh, that was on Slick Vic, man. That was a rap that Slick Vic used to do on the Jam Pony mixtapes. Once upon a time, a limit metal line had said that was a rap that Slick Vic used to do. Never mind all who didn't trade. I lost enough for all of us. Hey, Tap Skim. It happened to the best of us, man. It happened to the best of us. Oh, matter of fact, happened to the best of us. I got punched in my mouth on a trade at the end of the day. Knowing I usually don't trade at the end of the day. And I'm sitting up there like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? The setup there cool, the setup there fine. You know what I'm saying? I jumped in, took the trade, not realizing, not even noticing that I'm still on SPX and not on SPY. And I'm thinking I'm trying to buy. You know what I'm saying? I just went to the first one thinking, okay, this is for tomorrow or Friday or whatever the date was. It was for the day. It was for the day. And it was for SPX. I was like, man, that's why I had cost that amount. I was like, man, they got the premiums pumped up. I'm thinking like tomorrow, it shouldn't be that much. Got busted in the head. It was for the SPX. Got busted in the head. I ain't break no rule or nothing like that. It's just I usually don't trade this time of day, so I don't know how it be moving. The setup was there. The setup was cool, but you know what I'm saying? That premium just chopped me up because it wasn't moving fast no more. It just started consolidating. It started consolidating, and I got busted in the face. So the market was slowly moving up, but the premium was slowly moving down because it was for the same day. Unbeknownst to me, it was for the same day, and it was for the SPX, so it was moving down real fast. Close above the breaking structure. Yes, that's it. We closed above the breaking structure, so we officially out the middle of the road. We can't get sucked back in. If the bears come in with enough juice, we can't get sucked back in. But even if we do get sucked back in, the bulls have stamped the fact that we have broke out of the middle of the road, and now the bears would have to sell it all the way back down here and make a new low. For now, the bulls can relax all the way down to anywhere above 371.04. The bulls can just relax and sit back and let the bears do whatever they want to do, as long as they don't let it go down below 371.04. The bulls have stamped their name in the game because they have made a higher high, and they officially made this a higher low. So now the bears will have to sell it all the way back down, you know what I'm saying, below 371.04 before the bulls would have to start worrying. Oh, and I didn't even show y'all the screen. There you go. That's below this low right here on the 14th of July. Yep, hanging there. I like the encouraging words, the cousins supporting each other. I ain't doing it no one more time. Get off my live, Tranisha. Yep, can't see the screen. I called it that time. But yo, that was below. I'll talk about below the bulls. Since the bulls have officially got this closure above this swing high over here, right? This swing high, when we broke structure on this swing high right here, that was just like an early indicator of, okay, we getting bullish. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we bullish. We a little bullish. But breaking this swing high right here, that was the official stamp in the game, because that gave us a higher high, right, than what we had made during this downtrend. You see what I'm saying? Like, that was the highest high that we made since this latest down leg here, and we was unable to take it here. So it's like we still hadn't officially started saying, okay, this is the bottom. Now that we have broken that right there, now the bulls are officially saying, I want this to be the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because we've made a higher high and a higher low. You see what I'm saying? We done made a higher high and a higher low. So the bulls are saying, I want this to be the bottom. Do something about it. Show me that you better than me. You know what I'm saying? Show me that you better than me. And they've been slowly doing that. They've been slowly doing that over time. Because like I said before, if you look at how we've been moving, like when I looked at the heat map the other day, if y'all want to go, that's fine. I'm just running my mouth right now. When I looked at the heat map the other day, right, when I put it on year to date, and take it out of sectors, right, put it on year to date, right. Look at the companies. Apple well out of bear market territory. Apple getting close to correction. Apple getting close to they might be correction already. What's correction? 10 to 15%? Or is it 10 to 12, 10 to 15% is correction territory? I'm not sure. I can't remember. But Apple either getting close to correction or already in correction territory. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before, the whole market was in bear market territory. You know what I'm saying? But we slowly We slowly getting better and better and better. Right? Look, 3 months back, Apple only down 9%, Microsoft down 9%. Looking 3 months back, where like everybody, year to date, everybody was in bear market territory at one point in time. Google still in bear market, Tesla still in bear market, Amazon still in bear market, Meta still in bear market. Apple done eased its way out of bear market territory. I'm looking at the big boys. I'm looking at the big boys, right? The when you take it out of grouping, like the bigger the size it is, the heavier weighting that it's got on the S&P 500. Because I'm looking at the S&P 500, right? So year to date, Apple done eased its way out of bear market territory. And if I ain't mistaken, I think that might be around correction. If it ain't in correction territory, it's getting real close to be back at correction, right? And then if you go 3 months back, you see it's only down 9%. Google only down 11%. Amazon been in bear market territory for a long time. Tesla been in bear market for a long time. So like you go back 3 months, you see like it's less and less negative. It's less and less negative. Go back 1 month, right? All of them positive over the last month, meaning in the short term, they've been getting more and more bullish over, you know what I'm saying, over the short term, right? Everybody know we've been falling since the beginning of the year, but over the short term, they have been getting more and more and more bullish, and now it's starting to translate on the higher time frames. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to translate on the higher time frames for the whole S&P 500. See what I'm saying? In the beginning, wasn't nothing bullish but energy, and we were steady falling, and that's because energy only make up a very small portion of the S&P, right? Energy only make up a very small portion of the S&P. Let me see what the current holdings. S&P 500 sector weights. S&P 500 sector weights. Energy is only like close to 4% of the overall market. So energy is a very, very small piece of it. Tech is 29%. Healthcare is 13%. Consumer discretionary 11%. Financials 11%. Remember when I said them the top four? Tech, healthcare, consumer discretionary, financials. When I was like them the top four big dogs. That's what I talk about, the industry weighting. And when energy was running all year, but everybody else was dropping, this why the market was dropping, because energy ain't nothing but 3% of the overall market. Now hold on, my sweetie calling me. What's going on, baby?
You on live?
Yes, I'm on live. Yeah, I'm on live. You on speaker too?
Okay, I was just calling to see if you wanted something to eat, but we're going to Fazoli's, McDonald's, and somewhere else. But okay, just come back. Love you.
Get me the same thing I always get at Fazoli's.
Okay, bye.
All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I jollipies. That was my sweetie. My sweetie come first. I'm going to ignore y'all all day whenever she call. This thing glitching on IG, so I'm about to hang up IG. Come to YouTube. So yeah, that's why the market was still tanking, even though energy was like high flying all year. It's only 3% of the S&P. So if you got just the top four tanking, you know what I'm saying? If energy flying in the top four tanking and everybody else just sitting still, the market gonna keep going down. You know what I'm saying? Because the top four make up, what's that right there? Let's do the math. I'm just running my mouth. Y'all ain't got to stay around for this. We're gonna say 28.1 plus 13.3 plus 11.8 plus 11.5. The top four make up 65% of the S&P. So if the top four are down at the same time, it's impossible for the market to go up. You see what I'm saying? So when the top four down and energy blazing all year long, let's go year to date, right? Look at that. Energy is the only green sector year to date. So everybody else was dumping for the whole year. That's why the market was tanking. We only had three. We had 3.7% of the market trying to lift the market up from January up until now. But we have been slowly like getting better and better. It's like less negative, you know what I'm saying, when you look back over the time frame. It was getting less and less negative. It's taking forever now. But yeah, so I done got off on a tangent. I can't remember why I even started saying that. Reversal Thursday. I was just talking about that corner. Shout out Corner, the nephew in the building. I was just talking about Reversal Thursday. I was like, let's see if we get a Reversal Thursday tomorrow, because the Bulls got some motivation right now, man. The Bull, I was just talking. You must be late, Quan. You had to be late, cause that's the first thing I was talking about when I first came on. I was like, we something like a lot of times we get a Reversal Thursday, but the Bulls got so much motivation right now, man. I don't know. We might not get no Reversal Thursday, but even if we do, you know what I'm saying, the Bulls have officially stamped they mark their territory. Quan the Don. Get the money train moving. Yep. Market weird. 12. What's that? 12 month? 12. What's that? 12 month? Have fair value gaps. Look here, man. Stop putting all these things in there. Spell it out, Quan. You know I don't be knowing what you talk about. But 3 month have breaking market structure. I don't think we out the woods yet. We ain't never out the woods. So 12 month have fair value gaps we touched. But 3 month have breaking market structure. I don't think we out the woods yet. We ain't never out the woods. We ain't never out the woods. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, slow, like, cause peep it, right? We were just talking about this, right? On the monthly chart, right? On the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, it looked ugly still on the monthly chart. You feel me? We came down. We tried right here. We came down again. You know what I'm saying? Got real close and kissed this monthly fair value gap right there, right? And now we trying again. You know what I'm saying? We had a little small retracement, and now we trying again on the monthly. It don't look real good, right? And then on the weekly, it looked better. You see what I'm saying? The weekly, we slowly grinding up. And now we just got a weekly breaking structure, right? On the daily. The daily look even better than the weekly. We slowly grinding up. You see what I'm saying? We got 2 breaks and structures on the daily. We broke structure there, then we broke structure there. Albeit they close, but it's like we slowly grinding up. And everybody know the higher the time frame, right? The higher the time frame, the more weight it holds. But you got to also remember, where are you in the overall narrative? Where are we in the overall narrative? You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, true. Everybody like, oh yeah, we in a recession. Oh yeah, we this right here. We came down a whole 24.5% from the high to the low, from the roof to the trough, right? We came down 25%, right? Trimmed off a whole lot of fat, right? Is that enough? Is that enough? What the algos want to trim off from all the quantitative easing, or do they want to trim off more? You know what I'm saying? We never know until we see how it play out. But right now, you never see, like I always say, the people who trade on the lower time frames, they start seeing the move well before the people who trade on the higher time frames. But it's a higher risk because they may be seeing the move, but they not a part of the overall narrative. You see what I'm saying? But from a top-down analysis standpoint, right, we already know bad news ain't tanking the market. Now, mind you, now I ain't trying to be super bullish. I just stay neutral. I'm trying to stay neutral. That's why I always look at the downside. But right now, bad news is not tanking the market. Good news is actual good news. You know what I'm saying? everybody already priced in the fact that, you know what I'm saying, if we gonna be raising the rates by at least 3/4, and even when they said a full percent is on the table, everybody like, okay, and what's next? I'm tired of hearing about inflation. Let's move. Just like COVID don't exist no more. Okay, and so now everything getting baked in. So now are these daily moves? Are these daily moves the truth? You see what I'm saying? Are these daily moves giving us the glimpse before the monthly of what's about to happen? Because whenever we make a move, you know what I'm saying? Whenever we make a move, like we've been working this move on the daily. Let's just go right here to when the Bulls broke structure right here. The Bears broke structure to the downside. The Bulls broke structure right here on the 24th of June. Right? Today is the 20th of July. That's, let's just say, 1 month. We've been working this area for 1 month. And now the Bulls have finally, you know what I'm saying, got a weekly breaking structure. Yesterday, we made a daily breaking structure. Today, we made a weekly breaking structure. Right? So a whole month just to get a weekly breaking structure. You see what I'm saying? A weekly breaking structure. That's that old, you know what I'm saying, stairs up, elevator down. Took us we dropped real fast. You know what I'm saying? But we inch our way back up. So that's why I say, man, it's like, it's all about knowing the narrative. It's all about understanding like where we at. And it's all about trading what you see and letting the market lead you and try not to get stuck in your bias. Yeah, I can tell you what I want. I can tell you what I think. But I just try to look at the price action and go where the market lead me. Are we out the woods? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Do we got more downside? I don't know. Do we got more upside? I don't know. I'm just saying what the candle's showing right now. No predictions. That's right. Ain't no predictions. Ain't nobody got no crystal ball except for who got the crystal ball, y'all? Who had the crystal ball last? I can't remember who had the crystal ball last. Hey man, I done been on here for over an hour. I really just been running my mouth because I like running my mouth, and I try to share stuff the way I see it in my head in the hopes that it helps somebody else, man. If you got anything out of this, click the like button for me. Oh, it's over here. The like button. Click the like button. I think it's like right here. And then click the look at here to learn and share. Ain't nobody got the crystal ball. Ain't nobody. Who got the crystal ball? Here to learn and share got the crystal ball. I ain't got to break out the crystal ball today. All right? I ain't got to break him out today. Ain't nobody ask me no crystal ball questions. I ain't breaking him out today. Quan, have you seen the crystal ball, Quan? Quan, have you seen the crystal ball? Have I ever showed you the crystal ball? I ever showed you the crystal ball, Quan? With NASDAQ spelt wrong on it. Hey, man, if you like, let me see how many likes we got right now. Y'all go ahead and click the like button while I'm going over there right now. Let me see how many likes we got right now. I can't believe it's still 43 people on here. 37 likes. That's a good ratio, man. Let me like it too. I appreciate y'all. Now click the share button. This share button right here. Mute that. Click this share button right here. Click the like button. Share it with a cousin you like and a cousin you don't like. I'll see y'all in the morning. You ask P Wizzle. You ask P Wizzle. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Discipline over dollars for the kids. Tomorrow we doing discipline over dollars for the kids. We're gonna be talking about technical analysis. I'm gonna try to stream it live on IG again. We doing technicals. We doing technicals for kids. We're gonna go over it, talk about what's technical analysis, breaking it down. We just going through that. Giving them, like, breaking down what it is. I don't like how that's low. Too late now. I already saved it. Giving them some common terms. Teaching them about candlesticks. What candlesticks tell you. The different kind of candlesticks. Some of the stuff I already, you know what I'm saying, did with the cousins and the spider gang. Talking about gaps. Cause y'all know I trade gaps. Talk about support and resistance. And then next week we gonna start going into some stuff about price action. And then the last week, the very last week, I'm gonna be breaking down about like actually like getting into trades and stuff like that right there on the very last week. But that's what we talk about tomorrow. We starting technicals tomorrow. And we gonna spread technicals over 2 weeks. With just like the basics of the technicals, and then next week we gonna be talking about price action, and then last week before going back, we gonna be talking about actually getting into positions. I see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price action, and then tomorrow Thursday. So we not gonna do the price action recap until 7:30. But like always, man, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all in the morning. Gone.